What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Doyle back with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down my favorite supply and demand setup. Like this type of setup I just like, man, because it got a higher time frame confluence. So I'm just gonna be breaking that down, especially for a NAS100. Like this is gonna work for NAS100 like really well. But at the end of the day, this work on everything, honestly. But let's get into it. So my favorite supply and demand setup. So I like to take my trades on a 5-minute. I'm a scalper. I just like scalping. That's what I do. But when I see this line up, it makes me more confident. So mainly when you see a breakout structure, it's really like extra confluence on your supply or your demand, just depending on which way is breaking structure. So right here, so if we're looking at price right here, we have structure being broken to the downside, structure being broken to the downside, but we also have a swing low right here, and this swing low was never broken, okay? So when it comes to NAS100, some people trade the open, the New York Stock Exchange open. I don't really like trading the open like that. It's just, sometimes it's unpredictable. Sometimes it will win, sometimes it won't. So you gotta accept the risk when you do. But for this specific setup, I like this because we are breaking structure to the downside and we're creating wicks, forming a low. Okay, so when you know that you're at a low on a lower time frame, you should expect some type of structure being broken to the upside to take a demand. Okay, so let me take the circle off. So right here we have this momentum candle. Let me take it off. We have this momentum candle right here, this big green candle right here. So this is demand down here. Now, it's only valid if it don't break the bottom of the box. If it break the bottom of the box, then this demand just didn't hold. Now, this is super risky because if we're looking at the trend on the 1 hour, it looked like a downtrend. Like I don't use trend lines, but say if I just put a trend line, like, it looked like a downtrend. But this is valid right just at this moment because it never broke that low right there. So that's following structure. So structure is really just something like this. If it keep breaking and then it doesn't break this low, then it should continue up. Now, I don't always work like that, but sometimes, well, for the most part, it does that. So since it didn't break this low right here, didn't break that low, we should be continuing up. And this is also another supply as well. So since we have a supply that's sitting at the top, we have gaps that's right here that has to get filled right there. And we're not breaking a low, we should be going up. So let me take this off. Now let's go to the 5-minute because that's really my entry time frame, okay? So let me, what is this? Make sure this is right. Okay. I don't know why they're not shading in the correct shaded area. Because that definitely should be shaded in. Okay, so right here, this is the New York Stock Exchange open. Right here, 9:30. So these two candles right here, it's a no for me. It's a no. Now, we know that we are at a 1 hour demand. So all we're really waiting for is a breakout structure on a 5-minute to take it up, okay? Because we already know that we haven't broke that 1 hour low right there. This is the 1 hour low that haven't been broken. So once the New York Stock Exchange does its BS, okay, now it's going back. Now, once the New York Stock Exchange does its BS, where it do like the liquidity grabbing and stuff, we're gonna wait after, and then we're gonna take a demand that's gonna have some breaker structure. So right here, under the replay mode right here, this move broke structure. This is a swing high right here. This is a demand right there. So with that being said, since we have aggressive buying coming right there, and we just broke structure, and we had a 1 hour demand, and we never broke that low in the 1 hour, I like that. Okay, I like that. So all I'm going to do is draw my demand zone right here, and we can delete this 1 hour zone, honestly. So we already know that we're on the 1 hour demand, and we're having a market structure break on the 5 minutes. So all we do is literally just wait until we get into that zone, and then boom, the rest is history after that. Once it break right here, that will be my entry right here. My stop loss will be underneath that low. And we're just gonna sit in a little bit of drawdown, and then we can either target this liquidity that's sitting up here. We could target that, or we could just get out at 1-to-1 RR. It just really depends. But this is my ideal setup, okay? Like I love when I have a higher time frame confluence. Like sometimes I'll take 5-minute setups, but when you got the higher time frame lining up with your 5-minute setup, those are my favorite setups. Like this is something that's ideal. Like I would load up my lots on. Not saying that I'm over leveraging, but this right here is just something that's super beautiful. Like, and you're gonna get a nice runner off of that. And remember, we are already heading towards a 1 hour supply. So that's even more confluence. We have a low not being broken on the 1 hour. We have a demand on the 1 hour. We have a 5-minute breaking structure to the upside. We are at a low on the 1 hour. And this is also a downtrend, but we're still at a low. And we have a supply that's sitting at the top. So that's even more confluence to take the buy so we can fill in those gaps to balance out the market. So I hope I didn't talk too fast. Like if this didn't make sense, just rewatch this video. I'm just trying to like help somebody that's like kind of confused on supply and demand, but this is just me just giving like free game. So basically all you really need to do is try to find a 1 hour demand, and timing is key too, by the way. I want to say that. So if you trade NAS100, trade it in New York session, because you're going to see like certain moves are going to happen certain times of the day. It's not going to happen during London. It may, like moves may happen during London, but trading like indices in New York session is just key. Like I'm not going to lie. Like I just recommend it. But yeah, like this is just the ideal. Like this is my favorite setup. Like literally this is my favorite setup. 1 hour demand, 5-minute demand with the breaker structure. Take the setup, and then the rest is history. So I hope this made sense to somebody, like somebody that really don't understand supply and demand like that. I hope this video can give you some type of a little bit of clarity. You know what I'm saying? But these are type of setups that I love. Like I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, I haven't really even been trading NAS like that. I've been trading all USD like all week. Not gonna lie. NAS100 been throwing a lot of subs during the New York Stock Exchange Open. I don't trade the Open like that. People do, they make money. It just be quick and fast and hurry. Me, it just seemed like a gamble in my opinion, but other people gonna have their opinion. So that's really all I got on this video, man. Comment below if you trade NAS100 and what strategy do you use, because everybody have their own style. Like there's no right or wrong way to trade supply and demand. Everybody have their own way of trading. But that's all I got. Peace and love.